Hey guys, I'm back from my 2-week vacation, which I'm sure the YouTube algorithm isn't going to like all that much, so if you guys could leave a like on the video, maybe subscribe, would definitely appreciate that. After the Lightfall launch, with all the videos we put out, and the streams, and the Day 1 raid, all that cool stuff, just kind of wanted to take some time to myself, but content is resuming starting today. Video today, stream tomorrow, stream the next day, video after that. Shorts scattered through ever, but yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much for bearing with me and enjoy today's video. Guardian Games 2023 is upon us, or at least it will be in just a few days time, and in this video I'll be going over everything you need to know concerning the event so you can hit the ground running when it drops on Tuesday's weekly reset. So firstly, let's discuss what it's about. Guardian Games is an event that involves pitting the 3 Guardian classes against one another to see who can come out on top with banking the most medallions. Medallions are earned via running any kind of content, with harder content awarding more prestigious ones. For example, running a strike might give me a bronze or silver medallion, while running a Grandmaster Nightfall could give me gold or platinum. Depositing these at the podium in the tower will not only help your class achieve victory, but also it will award you with loot in the process. This year we also have things called contender cards, which are purchased with Glimmer from 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏 and will assign you a wide variety of objectives like you see here on screen that when completed will give you a medallion based on how hard the objective was. Now alongside this, we also have Guardian Games exclusive game modes that'll be featured to shake things up. Firstly, for PvP, we are seeing the return of Supremacy. For those familiar with Kill Confirmed from Call of Duty, that's basically what this game mode is. Essentially, just kill an enemy and they will drop a crest. Pick up that crest and you earn a point. If an enemy kills your friend, however, you can pick up your friend's crest before the enemy does and actually prevent them from gaining a point in the process, and so on. This was a fairly popular mode back in D1 and had a short lifespan at the beginning of D2, so it's really nice to see it back for Guardian Games. Now for the PvE side of things, we're seeing the return of the Guardian Games Ops playlist. There are 2 of these, one of which is just like the regular strike playlist, and the other of which is just like the Nightfall playlist, which has 1 strike per week. The difference here is that they feature strike scoring, points, medals, etc., and with higher scores that you get, you'll be given potent buffs for your weapons and abilities, making you even stronger, that will only last inside that playlist. Running these playlists is a great way to grind out contender cards for medallions, and depending on how high your score is in the Nightfall version of the playlist, you'll be able to score unique rewards back at the tower for that week. Let's finally discuss some of the unique loot that you'll be able to obtain. I want to start things off with the newest piece of gear, the Taraxippos Strand Scout Rifle. Now lately I haven't really felt the overwhelming desire to grind out any weapon, at least from the last few seasonal events that Bungie's put out, but I'll definitely be making an exception for this Scout Rifle. It comes into the fray as a 200 RPM lightweight frame, meaning it matches the Night Watch in that regard, and comes with not only some amazing perks, but also the Guardian Games origin trait 𝗁𝗲 Contender, which states that final blows will give you class ability energy, and that's always welcome in my eyes. Taking a look at the perks, here in the first column we have Outlaw, 4th times, and Gut Shot Straight, which give me a minute and hear me out. And for the second column we have Kill Clip, Focus Fury, Hatchling, and Explosive Payload. Obviously for general gameplay, I'd mostly recommend Explosive Payload for that flat damage increase, and pair that with 4th times for GMs, or Gut Shot Straight for anything else. The reason I recommend this is because Explosive Payload grants a 15% damage increase to body shots, and having an extra 10 to 15% on top of that in general gameplay just sounds pretty damn nice. I can't recall a time that I've seen a weapon roll quite like this before, so it's a unique roll for sure, and I would definitely pick it up. Now aside from that Scout Rifle, we're also seeing the return of the Tidal 750 RPM SMG, and it has some new perks this time around. This version of the SMG comes with Perpetual Motion, Threat Detector, Pugilist, and Envious Assassin in the first column, with Swash, Surrounded, and Repulsor Brace in the second. For some reason, Bungie removed the Stats for All and One for All combination, yet again annoying a lot of people in the player base, I'm sure, by making sure that really good rolls are now unobtainable. This isn't to say the SMG isn't worth getting because it no longer gets that perk roll, but it's definitely disappointing to see Bungie continually doing this time and time again. But in my opinion, I would at least pick this weapon up for like Pugilist and Swash, maybe as well a role like Envious Assassin and Repulsor Brace. Moving on from the weapons, let's take a look at the Guardian Games armor, because hot damn, I feel like this is probably the best the armor has ever looked. Now unfortunately this event isn't like Solstice where you can earn this armor in the traditional sense, like, you know, playing the event, but instead you'll need to grind out Bright Dust. Now no worries, 𝗕𝗏𝗡𝗍 will have Bright Dust weekly bounties for you to complete each week that the event is around for each one of your characters, and if you're trying to get some last minute dust, you always have your seasonal challenges, as well as doing the bounties of each of the core playlist vendors, as they give a decent amount of Bright Dust as well once you get all 8 of them done. Each of these sets will cost you 6,000 Bright Dust, so if you're loaded, then feel free to buy them all, and if not, I would definitely just focus on getting the armor for your main, and there's always next year if you want to pick up any armor that you missed out on. Finally, we make our way to talking about the seal, as well as some other miscellaneous rewards. For Guardian Games this year, you'll be able to earn the Champ title, and as you can see on screen right now, these are the requirements in order for you to actually get it. As usual with these seasonal titles, the requirements aren't too bad, and most of these you'll probably get done by accident when grinding out the event. Some of these requirements also come with bonus rewards such as enhancement cores, legendary shards, medallions, weapons, and even some cosmetics such as the luminous Paragon Sparrow, and even a new shader called Burnished Acclaim, which we unfortunately can't preview quite yet. Of course, we'll also have rewards from the usual event card, which can be purchased for $10, but unfortunately, unless you're wanting to fork over some cash to Big Daddy Bungo, you won't be getting your hands on these via Bright Dust anytime soon. And with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much wraps up everything that you need to know about 2023's Guardian Games. We went over what the event is about, what game modes and playlists are being introduced, what the weapons and their god rolls are, as well as how to get the armor alongside the seal and other rewards. Bungie has definitely made me want to grind out the event this year, with Supremacy making a return and the Strand Scout Rifle being pretty good, but let me know what you all think down in the comments down below. I know not everyone is super sold on Guardian Games, and to be honest, I'm not entirely either. I'm just glad that we're getting some decent loot and a little bit of a shake up as far as gameplay, but between you and me, I still would just rather see Sparrow Racing League come back at this point, but be sure to let me know your thoughts as well. Anyways, before ending things off, I want to give some special thanks not only to those of you guys that watched all the way to the end of the video, but also to my Patreon supporters and YouTube members. For Patreon, shout out to Admis, Vile, John, Serenity, and Boomer Noob in Tier 2, as well as Austin, 𝗁𝗂, and 𝗵𝗄𝗎 in Tier 3, as well as my Tier 2 YouTube members, Bluesman, Clear, Imposter, Angel, Ben McClellan, Hank the Tank, Potato, Mayhem Gaming, 𝗕𝗏𝗱𝗏, 𝗵𝗍𝗎, Peak, and Serenity once more. With that said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.